Yes, yes.
Okay, welcome to our week 7, which is the final weeks for our final progressions before we get to submit our works here. Alright, our final works, our final assignments, okay, on Sunday itself, alright? So, thank you very much for joining basically our session. Alright, let's take a look on those, some of the works, okay, from your friends. Hopefully I can actually do some bit kind of consultation at the same times, okay, when I saw some of the things that can be improved before you're going to finalize all your works together there, okay? So are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, whenever you're ready, okay, just share your screen.
But this was the first sketch that I did for my face. Then the second sketch went to sketch my body. You can see I'm struggling with the anatomy a little bit. So I went on to improve a little bit here. The sketch for my body that I'm gonna do. Then right now I'm working on trying to design a hairstyle for my character.
Okay, when you sketch your body there, okay, from your characters, do you actually have some references?
This one, yes, I do,
Where is it?
but it's not
Because,
my.
okay, we need to some references, okay? I don't want you guys to sketch out from those references, okay? Without any references or guideline for you guys to work. Well, at least basically you can draw on top of the layers, okay, of your references to guide you to develop more understanding on your proportion itself, right? Huh? Because otherwise, this kind of sketches look a bit more like amateur kind of sketches there, okay? You don't improve anything from here. Okay, by right, if you not actually improve anything from here there, right? Okay, guys? Okay? That's basically why we need a lot of references there, okay? Or at least something can be guide us to develop more further on our understanding when we draw on top of the layers there. We are not tracing them, okay? But we actually using those kind of references to guide us there to work on that. Because if you want to rely on your imaginations, your kind of knowledge is very limited. Okay, limitation there. There has a limitation in your knowledge there at this stage. Not everyone can draw well there, okay, in terms of develop your kind of proportions there. That's why we need references to guide us. It's why my demonstrations, I will use a lot of references, not because I cannot draw well, but I want to show you guys how actually it works for those who cannot or have a less kind of skills that to develop their kind of way of working with it. So Aoyang, do you have any references there? Can I see your references to guide you to develop these kind of poses? Otherwise, get some references right
So
now.
basically,
Yeah? Otherwise, get some reference right now, and I want to see how actually you draw them back using your line works there at the same time.
so basically, I actually go through a lot of
Yeah, when we go through that, it takes time there. It takes time for you to develop the skills. So we need basically a quick result in order for you to execute your kind of assignments there correctly. Okay, that's the things there, right? Okay, all those kind of references need to be reflected basically your final works. That's basically the thing that we need
I
to
just use them
basically.
as references. I didn't.
Yes.
I just go through the whole section of the anatomy
Mm-hmm.
section. I didn't. I didn't draw on top of it.
You have to
Because I'm
draw on
gonna
top
try
of it
to.
there, Raquel Young. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand how it works there. Because if you
Alright,
want to
alright.
go back, if you want to go back into those traditional way to develop those kind of drawing, you have to start basically right now to sketch properly. Understand what I mean there?
Okay.
You have
Yeah,
to sketch
understood.
properly there, okay? Because the way that you sketch, the way that you develop those kind of sketches, it doesn't look a proper kind of way to develop your skills. Understand what I mean there, right?
Yeah, I understand.
They're two basically to Steve. Right, this one basically, okay, a boy or a guy basically, or a person who doesn't actually learn formally like you can draw like this. Right now you actually have been developed that kind of skills from my kind of session, from my classes, okay, for 2 semesters, and also some of the session maybe you might going to have from other kind of lectures there, right? But the way that you approach this kind of drawings, it doesn't look like you learn something from there. All right? That's why we need a lot of improvement from this particular kind of drawings there. It's not basically a right way to draw. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So improve back again from there.
All right.
All right? So take a look there, guys, okay? This is what I meant there, okay? Because not all people basically have the same kind of understanding, the same kind of skills that can be developed in a very short times. Okay? But I try to get some sort of like methods that can give you guys a bit more understanding there, and to help you guys to develop your skill correctly before you're going to fly yourself, develop more further kind of skills from your experience that you gain from time to time. Okay, that's basically the reason I actually developed this kind of way. Okay, if you actually can draw like this without any references, just like I did, of course you actually can apply those kind of methods there. But if you don't have, okay, all these kind of drawings that I made there, guys, came from the raw sketches there. No references there. The only reference that I made basically are references to develop those kind of headgears, okay, or some sort of merchandise, okay, or maybe some suit there, okay. But the poses basically I draw without any references. Okay, so the training that you have to develop at this stage, even though in a very short time there, okay. Otherwise, you have to attend basically another short courses. Another short courses, not from TAUC, okay, to develop more kind of skill and understanding there. Otherwise, you actually can get more free kind of courses from any kind of channel, YouTube or whatever, okay, but you have to practice yourself in the right way there, guys. You have to practice in the right way. So first of all, check back again. If you really want to develop your skill from here, all right, first of all, you have to sketch correctly. You have to sketch correctly there, guys. Okay, first of all, okay, the way that you sketch, okay, those kind of what we call that references there, okay. This is basically the thing that you have to go through with it. All right, this is the thing that we have to go through with it. If you actually can sketch like this, yes, I can see basically you develop your understanding from the lessons. This is what we call a gestures line drawing sketch. Okay, gestures line drawing sketch there. This kind of sketches basically came from all sort of discipline when you want to develop your drawing skills there. You don't believe basically the way that I've taught, okay? Who actually going to believe them? So those are the things that you have to question yourself there. Who actually going to believe them? Okay? A gestures line drawings there, guys. I'm actually able enough to develop basically, okay, the lessons for you guys here, okay? One of the best that have basically right here, right now, in front of you. So that's why my method is basically, the method that I actually show you guys, it's a method from the experience and also the learning experience formally there, okay, when it comes to develop the skill itself. But of course, if you went the shortcut way, I already show you guys the shortcut way how actually develop your skill by using references. Okay, references there. But if you cannot draw like this, don't imagine yourself or don't basically claim yourself to develop your skills directly from the sketch, or you actually can use your imagination to work on that. That's basically the reality there, guys, okay, that you have to bear in mind, okay. You have to be concerned there, right? Okay, when you have this kind of understanding right here, okay, to sketch it there, right, then you actually can. If you have those references, go ahead there. Okay? If you don't, you still need to improve more further and further, kind of what we call that understanding. Okay, let's just say that right from here. Okay? Okay, rough sketches there, okay, rough sketches there, right? Okay, rough sketches, more rough sketches there are, but using basically your imaginations, our imaginations that you work. Okay, imaginations that you work. So that's why I say, right, it's all the things that we've been working on there, right? It's all about experience that we want to create. I want to have, okay, I want you guys to have a more proper kind of guideline to works and of course experience. At the same time to develop your skills. Some people basically, when you actually look at how actually I developed it, right? It looked like it's smooth and easy there, okay? But it takes 1,000 kind of hours there, okay, to develop that kind of skills. See? So that's what I say, okay? You have to be patient and learn correctly how it works. Okay, learn correctly how it works, guys. What else that we can do, right? I can design basically some sort of like a gear itself over here. All right. So for those basically say that okay, I want to develop basically those kind of sketch kind of ideas there, okay? You want to develop professional kind of looks, learn in a professional kind of way. Okay? No bullshit there, guys, okay? No BS there. So learn properly from the professionals that you works. That's what I say, okay? I give you guys basically some sort of like okay, because you not actually have been developed, okay, the skills, okay, from the skill that you have developed, okay, you not actually have an intensive kind of understanding or basically intensive kind of what we call that lessons there to develop basically your kind of abilities, okay, to imagine their first. There's a lot of things that we have to go through, but we don't have that kind of privilege of time that works there. That's why I try to diverse a little bit back again your kind of syllabus there, okay, that been created, your assignment that we create, by developing at the same time your proper kind of understanding based on the industrial needed, not just by whatever that you have to do for your assignments there. That's why basically you need to have that kind of proper kind of understanding that you work. Okay? Talk about imaginations. Okay? Okay, rough sketches there, right? Talk about rough sketches there. But from these rough sketches, you can actually saw how basically the directions of this design are going to be. Okay, going to be there, guys. If you see basically you have done a lot of works from there, check back again, okay? How much works that are actually developed from here for a few minutes with what you actually have been working on before there, right? So from here, I can actually refine a bit more further on this kind of design if I want to. Okay, I can actually, what we call that, do a bit more kind of improvements there, guys. Okay, improvements there. So check back again. What kind of game that you play? Are you going to be genuinely, you can actually become a wannabe, or you really live basically what you actually have been played at? That's basically you have to go through with it. Right? I'm basically show you guys all these kind of methods because I want you guys to realize the real thing happens outside there. Okay? So to develop your core kind of understanding, that's basically what we go through right now. Okay? I'm not coming from education, academic background only, right? I basically from the outside world there. Okay? Which is basically, okay, I've been go through a lot of shit there before there, right? And still go through with it. Okay, you want the real thing, this is the real things that basically been developed outside there. Okay, if you can actually develop like this in a very short times, of course, okay, go through with it. Okay, you can go ahead to work on that. But if you cannot basically develop the right way first, I already show you guys the right way how it works. Okay, for the first sessions there, okay, before you're going to go through more and more from there. You can see the proportions there, right? Never hesitate, okay, because I know basically how the proportion is, okay. That's why you cannot see, you see, okay, how I actually develop all those kind of anatomies there. Even though I simplify the shapes, I make it more like a super, what we call that, deformation of the shapes, but still look realistic there. It looks basically properly done by those proportions there. Okay, everything looks fine, okay, look proportionate there, right? And alignment is doing well there. So if you don't have that kind of understanding, that's why. All the reference that you have are going to be useless. If you not actually understand properly how it works. So the things that we can do, okay, let's just say, okay, anatomy is okay, human superheroes anatomy is there. Okay, guide for you guys to work there. So if you don't have any kind of guideline that you works, the best way is to get more references and then use your references to develop into your kind of assignments. That's what I say, okay, you want to basically, okay, you want to check look basically, okay, week 7, group 7, session 2. Okay, now. Okay, if I get this kind of references there, it to develop for my kind of works. Okay, this is basically some valuable lessons there, guys, okay? Because I actually teach you guys and share with you guys those proper kind of methods for the industries to work there. Not just to basically to feel good about what you do, basically you're doing wrong already there, right? So you want to study that properly then, get the proper references. Okay, like this one for example, see, reduce opacities. Okay, make sure you have a proper kind of guideline there like this, and then redraw. For example, like this one there, right? Okay, save. Week 7, group 7. Okay, once basically you understand how it works there, now it's time for you to design them right. For me, okay, to work and to develop those kind of understanding on drawings, right? Okay, get enough kind of understanding like here. I just get this reference just now there, guys, okay? So this is how basically we actually can develop basically back again our skills. If you actually say that you sketch like this one, go ahead there, huh? You actually can proceed. Because why? You learn something from here. Even though basically I can actually improvise a bit more from there. Okay. So I actually reimagine basically the boots. Okay. If from here I can duplicate, because there's a lot of way, guys, okay, to develop those kind of, when you want to approach basically your design works. So this is one of the way that I teach the students how to develop those model sheets. Okay, model sheets there, right? Okay, to develop your character's works. If from here we actually can design basically those what we call that, those shoulders, kind of what we call that shields there, right? Okay. What else there that we can have right here? Okay. They're going to be those what we call that. Those slot, kind of what we call that plate there, right? So, how long does it take that to work? If you have a proper kind of references, okay, proper kind of references there to guide you. You have to refer a lot there, guys, okay, refer a lot and guide you to develop your skills there properly. So even though I actually write sketch in a different kind of what we call that method there, right, okay, to design characters is not that like as easy as what you saw from our lessons that we made there, right? To design basically characters, they need a lot of guidance, references, okay, to develop them. See, guys, almost the same there, okay, those design that came from those characters there. See? So if you really want to use basically a proper guideline that works there, right? Use properly with the guideline that I actually show you. It's not a matter of ego there, guys. Okay, sometimes people say that, okay, oh, we trace there, okay, bullshit there, guys. Okay, try to draw. If you cannot have that kind of skills correctly, you won't be able to draw correctly if you don't have that kind of skills there. That's why I give you guys these examples there, these kind of methods to help you guys to gain more understanding there first, before basically going to imagine how actually it works is correctly. Okay, before you can actually imagine to draw correctly there. Because 2 semesters, 14 kind of what we call that weeks, and you actually have been actually experienced with multiple kind of assignments, which is not in the focus group of developing your kind of skill in designing the characters at the same time, work the anatomies at the same time there, right? You cannot basically rely on that kind of assignments there to develop your skills there, okay? Alright, guys, so that's the things there, right? So use reference properly to develop that, right? Okay? And of course, based on what we actually have been go through there before, okay, right? All these kind of developments that I actually have shown you guys here, okay, from group 5, 6, okay, and of course, okay, group 7 there. I don't know whether basically you actually have been seeing basically my demonstrations back again, all right? All came from the guideline, I guess, to works, okay? Even though when I draw this one there, okay, use a proper reference set to guide you first. You cannot reimagine that, guys. I don't know why basically you actually try to apply the methods wrongly. You should refer basically back again my demonstrations there. They're always the reason why I chose that particular kind of methods for the students. And I also will use this kind of methods. Even though I teach the student the method, it doesn't mean it cannot work in the real world there. It will work in the real world there, right? And by fine basically, okay, by right basically going to be more better than the traditional kind of way. That's why there is no ego about it, okay? When you actually dealing with a client later on, okay, client don't care whether basically you get any kind of reference there, right? Because they paid because they want to see some perfection on their works there. That's basically the things, guys, okay? They don't care basically you trace or draw or whatever that you do there, okay? As long the photos that you actually draw from them are going to be in the right way there, okay? Even though you're using cartoon styles there, right? They show basically your kind of professionality on your quality of works. The process is important for us, for you guys there, for the student itself there, to develop the kind of understanding. The process is for you guys there, not for your clients there. Client don't care about it there, right? But the only client who actually, right, care about your process is me. Remember that, okay? You basically client for data you see, but I'm not basically your clients there. You basically my clients there. Why? Because I'm the one who actually give the marks from you. I'm the one who actually going to give the marks there, right? So that means I actually holding the powers there, basically to give your kind of validations. Understand that, right? Okay, so that's why basically you have to follow basically the directions that we actually been creating for you guys there to help you guys to gain more understanding there, right? When you actually have get it right and you actually have those confidence there to develop more further on your skill, you actually can think on your own there, right? You can actually challenge basically those methods there back again. If you think you can do better than that. If you cannot there, right, learn basically in the real process there first. That's what I say. I didn't use any kind of specific kind of what we call that complicated kind of tools that works. I'm relying basically on the general kind of tools that works. But the results that I produce, we can paint not 6 days, not 2 days, not 1 day. A few hours you can complete these assignments. The only reason you cannot actually complete the assignments and you have to wait 6 days to complete that, right? Because your mind makes a lot of changes there. You're not actually focusing on your kind of missions there correctly. Okay, you waste a lot of time there, right? That's why we saw basically from your friend just now there, right? You waste a lot of time there. Okay? You waste a lot of times doing something is not basically work for your assignments, either your skills. Okay? That's basically what you have been given. But basically it's not worth it. It's not basically waste of time there. I believe all the process of the mistakes that you've been working on, there's a reason that basically you actually make those mistakes that we can learn from there. Okay? So everyone make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes from my drawings over here. This drawing also doesn't look fine there, right? Okay, the shoulders there. But I can improve back again when I actually develop those kind of line works there. If you can design the same kind of characters, multiple kind of and various type of way, that means you actually into those kind of development there. But if you just draw one design and then you feel good about it and you feel that you actually doesn't have to learn more there, right? That's where basically you make a wrong mistakes there, okay? You make a wrong decision for your kind of development there. All right, hope you guys learned something from here. Okay, and take a look on my previous kind of demonstration at the same time that works on it. All right, understand that, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
work on it there, guys. Okay, work on it there, guys. Okay. Okay, still a lot of time there, okay, for you guys to develop further. Okay, not only for these few days only there. Okay, you have to keep on developing your skill from time to time there. All right, next are going to be Koglun. Are you ready there, Koglun?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. We are. Okay. Can you see?
Okay. Where's the body there?
In my sketch. How to say? My sketch 2 reference is using one sketch and this
Henry
character
Cavill
style lah. And then my sketch 3 is also using my first sketch and the Yoru character mask and overwash the character eyes have a future style.
Oh, where is it there again? Where is it the body there again?
Equipment. Okay.
You want to see the body there, okay? How actually it works there, okay? How actually you combine all together there.
Combine. Yeah.
How actually you combine all the things together there, right?
Combine body.
How you combine all the body together there, right?
Oh, combine. Maybe I using the yeah. Eh, eh, okay. We are cannot using the cannot using the layer I but for
You're not using a laser, is it? Why?
oh
Okay, this is the one there, right? Okay, great. Join the head together there, right?
can okay like this.
Okay, good.
It's
Okay.
a
Zoom in a bit.
perfect match.
Zoom in a bit, Colin. Zoom in a bit. Zoom in.
Okay.
Can you zoom it? All right. Can you see the line works there?
Yeah, I see the light.
Okay. Zoom in. Right. Zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Close the colors there first. Close the color there first. All right.
Close the color. I own color using.
Come on, all right. Please, all right. Huh? Come on, all right.
I know. There's add the layer.
You already add the layers,
No.
Close the colors there first.
Color reference. Color reference are using the.
Just close the blue colors there, right? Okay, on the layers there. On the layers there, Photoshop there, right?
Layer.
On Photoshop there, right?
Yeah.
Close the layers there first.
This.
Why is it, Come on there, right? What
My
happened
reference,
there? Okay. There's a ninja, right? Okay, the blue colors there, okay? The blue colors that you paint on the body layers, okay, close there first.
Close reference.
Yeah. Reference, right, the colors there, where is it?
This color.
Yeah. The layers there, close there first.
This color I
Combine them together with the line work. Why you combine them, right? Okay, close there first. Then you combine the RKY basically.
Yeah, I combine.
You're not supposed to combine that first there.
Very good I know. This. No.
How is it there, right?
So later I want to.
Ayong, please basically explain to your colleague, okay? Not to combine the colors there, right? Okay, you know basically technical wise there, right? Is it?
Yeah. I know.
Alright. Don't combine the colors there together there, right?
Okay.
Hey guys, you really want me to show basically the demonstration back again how it works there, right? Because some of you guys actually doing wrongly there to work on it.
I know this my bag.
How is it, guys?
Ayo.
How is it? Just joking there, guys. Okay, just joking there. Okay. If you really want to see some demonstration there, okay, put on the chat box, okay. Put on the chat box right now, there, okay. Yes or no, there, right? Every one of you guys there, okay. Every one of you guys there. Come on, alright. This is the last time I'm going to do those demonstrations for you guys there, okay.
Okay.
After this, basically, we have to go through it a little bit more further, okay, on your kind of developments there. How is it, guys? Check back again. Are you sure you want to see some demonstrations there?
有分好啊？有没有分好啊？
Yes or no there, okay? Put on the chat box right now there, guys. Okay, yes or no there, right? Come on there, right?
Yes.
Every one of you guys there, okay? Every one of you guys there. I want to get some photos over here. All right. How many is it? All 23 there, right? Is it? Who actually doesn't want the right? Who actually doesn't want the right? Okay, put it on chat box there. All right, guys, take a look over here. Okay, let me download basically the files. Okay, I have some references that I want to develop from here. Okay, that I find quite interesting for me to work. All right, I have these references. Okay, I want to design these characters there. But this one basically from 3D kind of elements there, but I'm going to apply on 2D kind of elements there, okay? So I'm going to create this one, paste right here, okay? Can you see my, what we call that, the references, right? Okay, my sharing sessions over here. Okay, save the files there first. Okay. Sorry about the constructions there, guys, okay? I really hate it. So let me actually download these boy images here. First, hopefully I can open up there, right? I can open up there. Basically, I have to green screen first, and then paste right here. Alright, then I'm going to crop selections areas. Okay, delete this part there first. Okay guys, I have this kind of what we call that photos there. Even though the position doesn't look right, it's okay. Maybe I can actually going to make the head a bit more bigger there, okay? And what I can do, this one I'm going to cut that first. Alright, cut and paste. Okay. Okay, right now basically this head there, right? I'm going to put it over here. So of course I'm going to cut a little bit right here there, right? Okay, roughly there, cut it right. So put it right here. Okay, if you want to improve more further, right, okay, of course, oops. Alright, you can actually just delete some of the areas there. The best way using basically hot rounder, okay, brushes. Use solid brushes there to what we call that, delete some of those things that you won't be able to use there. So from here, see, the position is very important there, guys. The positions there. If basically you saw where basically the directions of highlight, okay, I think the highlight came from this side. Okay, same goes with this kind of body there, okay, with this head there, right? So what I can do, I have to make this kind of body, okay, a bit kind of what we call that. We can see basically the neck. Okay, I have to redraw the neck there, right? Okay. Rotations. Rotate a little bit to give more better on the positions. Maybe later on I'm going to improvise a little bit there. So from here, okay, I think I'll manage to work on it. So what I can do, save the files there first. Alright, this is two bodies there, okay, they can be combined together there, right? Maybe I have to adjust a little bit like this because I'm going to redraw a bit on the body, on the neck itself there, guys, okay? That's why basically we need a little bit more in experience and also knowledge that it works. So otherwise, I can actually make the head a bit more bigger like this to cover basically the whole kind of shoulders there, right? A bit. So what I can do from here, so I can actually combine these two Okay, like this one, duplicate basically for my references later on if I want to paint right here. Okay, when I want to paint there, right? Okay, this one, save, reduce the opacity step first. Alright, close this one, add new layers there, and start to draw them. So to make a very shortcut kind of way that it works, okay, I'm using basically those, what we call that, Curl Ultimate Ink brushes, wet medias there, to draw. Okay, see, the size of my brushes is 15% there, point of size there. So I try to design basically those kind of eyes correctly. Okay. Okay, there's a pupil inside there, right? So draw the pupil there, but don't color the eyes there first. The eyebrows, okay, we actually can withdraw them using the directions there, right? So this is a cartoon style, okay, of these pictures there. So we turn ourselves into cartoon there, right? So I turn this boy into cartoon there. So now the direction of these faces look into this side, left side. So the thing is right now when we draw the nose, check look there guys. I start with the middle side, you see, and the nose there. The suggestions of the nose there, right? Okay, now the lips, draw basically the mouth, kind of what we call that line there first. See? Doesn't have to be combined and all together there guys all the time. Now the lower lips there first. And the upper lips there. Not to combine them together there. Okay, don't have to combine all together there. Yeah, right. Okay. Now basically the left side of eyes, okay, the left eyes there. Right? Okay, the pupil, the highlight a bit there. See, a bit kind of what we call that line work for the below the eyes there, below the eyes, okay. Now basically the hairline. I can actually draw the hairlines using those references later on. But right now, check look how actually I simplify the shapes of the ears. Now I develop basically those line work for the this one basically I don't actually exaggerate a lot there. So how I actually draw the hairline. See how actually I draw the hairline there, right? And combine the line all together because why? Because easy for me to do some selections there, okay? Basically we have those hairline over there. Okay, next. Alright. The line works for this particular kind of design, okay? Even though this look complex there, right? Check look how actually I improvise those kind of design there. Okay? I try to improvise those design there. Not to basically to copy the whole things like tracing, but I design them based on my kind of understanding there. Okay, to improvise them a bit. You know why? Because there is no point basically I'm going to draw every single details, okay? Otherwise these people basically going to pay me there, okay, to work on it. Okay? By request. But if I don't get there, okay, why I have to hesitate to draw exactly what I saw there, okay? Instead I can actually improvise from there to make it basically my life more easy that it works. You see that, right? It takes time there to develop that kind of skill there, guys. That's why I say this is basically a fastest way you guys can learn to develop your skill and draw correctly there first. Don't forget to combine every single line there. Okay, this one there, right? See? There. Still look right there, right? Even though I simplified them. Right, so now basically this okay, this part there, right? See? It's quite complicated there, okay? This design look a bit more like a Gurren Lagann there, right? Kind of anime. Gurren Lagann kind of anime there, right? It's too complex there, okay? So I have to simplify it a little bit there. Okay, to make our demonstrations look fast, that works, but still look presentable there. That's basically one of the most important things here. Okay, still look presentable there, okay? Presentable there. Don't forget to save your files there. Now, the quality of line there, okay? The more, okay, the foregrounds, okay? The element from basically, okay, the element basically came from in front, okay, should has a very more thicker outline there, guys. More thicker outline there. That's basically the logic of those kind of design, okay, the what we call the principle of design there. Okay, principle of design there, right? Image from in front, the line should be more thicker there, right? To give a bit more dimension of our own creations. Okay, see? But combined with some of the mixed line that can be shown basically on the stroke itself there, right? Take a look there, right? Okay, the quality of line works. So I try to simplify a little bit more. Okay, take a look there, guys. But still look, it will show the dimension of your design there, okay? You guys been tracing there, okay, for a week. What are they basically, okay? From basically the same kind of methods there, right? But you're not actually looking correctly while you actually look into those demonstrations. See, different kind of quality of line there from one single image there. So from here, you get all those kind of quality of line together there. What you can do, all right, using basically what we call that magic wand, do some selections from outside there, right? So right now, some of the areas that I did not cover yet, okay? Combine those kind of line there together. Check back again. Some of the line over here there, okay? Okay, make some selections back again. If the selections are correct there, right? You can actually inverse. Alright, select and inverse there, okay? Into inside there, right? Then what you can do, change first the colors to alright, some of the areas that are covered there, okay, this part there, right? It's okay. So add new layers there first, at the bottoms. See? And then what you can do from here, brush, just paint there, right? To cover these areas there. Oh, this part is not okay, I didn't cover there. Yeah. Okay. Save your files. Okay, I have the silhouette of the shapes. So from this particular kind of areas there, I can focus more on the this part there first. Okay, this part there first. Okay, the head. Cut, paste. See? Okay, there. Now basically I had a head, okay? That basically separate with the body there. How actually going to do? Okay, the body basically, okay, the colors of the body supposed to be red, is it? So color in the red there, right? The colors for the skin tone there, right? Okay, the skin tone there. Okay. Now what I can do from here, I can start to add some shadings there. But the hairline, you want to separate the hairline, go ahead there, right? Okay, make some selections right here. Check back again, the line works. Brush. Okay, combine some of the lines over here there first. Okay. So what I can do, make some selections here, see? I made those selections there, right? I can actually write copy and paste. Okay? Oh, sorry there, right? Copy and paste the selection areas only there, right? Okay? So next thing later on, I can color the hair. The shapes of the hair is not black purely there, guys. It's a bit more like a brown or maybe some gray there, right? Okay? It's not basically black there, right? So then don't get wrong there, okay, with those coloring of those hair. Don't color hair using black there, right? Okay? I might going to use brown sometimes. I can use basically contrast colors there, okay, instead of black. Check back again the colors of your hair. It's not purely black there, right? So what I can do, I can actually use brown maybe there, right? Okay, a bit more better for those combination of those colors there. Okay, more better kind of combinations there, right? So now the eyes, okay, because sometimes, okay, when you want to paint there, okay, using this kind of what we call that skin tone kind of selection series, okay, brown color for those eyes. Okay. For the eyes first, like this. Okay. Color the eye first there properly. And then I can use also, what else there? Okay, change into the more darker kind of tone there, right? If you ask me some specific kind of colors, I don't have that, right? I don't believe that. So what I can do, unless we're doing some animations works, yes, maybe that way. So I add a bit more further kind of what we call that combination of colors there. From here, I can add a bit more kind of what, a certain kind of tone there. A certain kind of tone, okay. Well, basically my colors there right now. Okay, there right now. So some specific kind of colors there, maybe. Why basically I color the specific kind of highlight there, right? Because I want to make this kind of what we call that eyes a bit more brighter there, right? Okay? And I can actually use some highlight over here. See? Roughly we can see those kind of highlight, okay? And make those eyes a little bit more pop out there, right? So right now, I can use soft brushes there. Okay, any soft brushes, soft round brushes there that I always use normally to add some sort of like, don't paint too much there, right? Okay, I didn't paint actually everything is in solid colors there. I'm going to leave a skin tone colors, okay, on the eyes there because I want to make the eyes look more alive there. See? We kind of highlight a bit, right, okay, on the eyes there to give more brighter kind of tone there, more vibrant there, right? Okay, more alive there, right? So I'm going to use a bit kind of like a more pinkish kind of tone for those shadows there of those eyes there. bit there, right? Huh? Okay, next, whatever we can do from here, right? All right. All right. So right now, some shading and highlight. Okay, where basically can form. Okay, take a look at the shadows and directions and highlight a bit. Right. So what I can do, using basically this colors, right? Okay, adjust a bit kind of tone, using soft brushes. Okay, brush, soft brushes there, right? Make some selections there. Some people are going to use this cropping mask there, right? I didn't use this cropping mask there. Okay, create cropping mask, okay? I didn't use that. I'm using selections only there. Okay, what I can do from here. Now, check back again some selection area there, some shadows areas. Where is it? The shadows there. Came from this side. See? Okay, change the size of directions of those brushes according to the areas that you want to paint. Okay, there's a highlight over here, there's a highlight over here. So what I can do, I will paint according to the directions of the shadows there, guys. See? Slowly, we actually can paint them up there, right? Okay, don't worry about whether they're going to be look alike or not there, right? Okay, once basically you get the shadows correctly, everything are going to be look fine there. The point is right now, don't focus on the perfections too much at this stage. Okay, just focus on the form itself. Okay, the shadows are going to form off right here. That's why I didn't draw the nose line over there. Okay, see the lips line, the lips kind of shadows. Okay, apply that right first, and the shadows right here. See there, and the shadows right here. Obviously, we can see them. Then add another tone there. Okay, more darker kind of tones. If you actually worried you make mistakes, one of the good things, add new layers. Because I already done basically this kind of works, okay? Add some shadows a bit. There's a highlight over there at the same times. Just improve from time to time, okay, those kind of shadings and shadows there. Okay, the nostril there, okay, you don't have to paint the nostril. Add some darker kind of tones from here, then we'll get those kind of nostril correctly. That's the thing there, okay. People always focus on the nostril for what there, okay. I don't care, I don't know there, okay, why basically they have to focus on the nostril. These look like a very huge kind of what we call the impact on the visuals. It doesn't have there, okay. They will have some huge impact on those visuals when basically you make a wrong kind of structures of those nostril there. Okay, now basically I begin to add a bit more details there. Okay, on the shadows itself there, right? Slowly work on it. This one basically, okay, you paint into different colors there later on. The directions of the shadows there came from the structures from those faces there. Okay, the way that we paint basically are going to be affected basically those kind of form of those faces there. Yeah, all right. What else there, right? Okay, what we can do from here? Add more darker kind of tones there, right? See some of the areas there, okay, from here. Okay, there. Check back again. There, right. Of course, if you want to add a little bit more details from the outline itself, you have to focus on those details there, right? But today, basically, I didn't actually focus too much on those details, on the outline there. It will affect a little bit more on the faces there, but it's okay there, guys, okay? As long as you actually can cover basically some of the areas there first. Adjust the size properly. Alright. Okay, there, right? What else there? Okay, from this side over here. A bit more detailings over here if you want to, there, right? Okay, slowly work on it there, guys, okay? We want to basically to test and also to develop our understanding at the same time as over here. Alright? Our understanding there, right, okay? To paint correctly there, guys. That's basically our main objectives over here. Because if you want to focus on the perfections there, guys, okay, need more times there. But if you spend 6 days, you still cannot get perfections there, right? What's the point basically you spend there, right? Okay, 6 days there. Okay, so I'm going to focus on the highlight a little bit over here, some highlight a little bit over here, some highlight a little bit over here there, right? This is the highlight there, okay, that form together with the faces there. With highlights over here. Check back again there, okay, some highlight there. Okay, there's the areas of highlights you can see from here at the same time. There. Slowly work on it there, guys, okay? It's what I say, okay? A lot of things that you have to cover them up there, right, okay? When you want to develop basically those kind of way of approaching your kind of visuals there. You cannot actually spend a lot of time to do, alright? Every single skills there, right, okay, in a very short times here. So maybe I'm going to use basically some sort of like, right, a bit kind of like pinks, a little bit, okay, on those lips, but not basically color like the lipsticks there, right, okay, just to give a bit kind of sense of those lips there. The lips kind of what we call that tone is a little bit more different than the skin tone there, right, okay, you have to remember that, right, be aware on that. So adjust a bit more on the shadings. Yeah, I can put some, okay, white color for those teeth there. Okay, a bit more further on the eyes there. Okay. All right. So far, basically, you already added some sort of like shadings from there, right? Even though I can actually adjust a bit more further on the eyes later on, okay, to give a bit more better kind of what we call indications there, right? But if I want to basically to add a bit kind of tone a bit more, I can use purple for the shadows there, see? Instead of using basically, only using basically the right brown or what we call that, a natural kind of colors, see? I'm using purples basically for the shadows there, see? Shadows tone there, guys. Instead of using basically a natural kind of colors there towards. Alright, the highlight for the hair. Okay, shadows of the hair, right? Take a look at the hair kind of stroke, okay? The highlight of the hair and the shadows there. So what I can do from here, instead of I'm using basically some strokes there, right? So what I can do, make some selections areas. The hairline, okay, the highlight came from the top there, right? So what I can do using lasso tools. Okay, I'm using lasso tools to cover these areas there first. You see there, right? I'm using basically alternate to deselect some areas, and I'm going to use basically some shift to capture some of the shadows areas there right back again. So what I can do from here, I can use also the brown colors there, okay? Adjust a bit on the level of tone, a bit darker there, right? Brush Okay, from this part, right, I'm going to add some sort of the tone itself there, see? Zoom in. Can you see that, right? Oops, too much on the green. Check back again, there. But not too dark there, guys, okay? Not too dark there, guys. I just want to have a gradient kind of looks there from there. See? From here, I can use brush back again to add some of the details there. Okay, because using cartoon styles of works there, right? Take a look there. See? Alright? From here, okay, cartoon style there, right? Using some highlight a little bit, I can actually design those hairline, okay, the highlight colors there for the hair. One of the way, not the only way there, guys, okay, to works. But I think I can use basically like different colors there, right? Brown colors kind of highlight there instead of using gray. Okay, there, right? More better there, okay? See? Simple kind of indication on the colors itself there. So from here, all right, this what we call that this armor kind of suit there. Okay, what I can do, make some selections there first. So I'm going to start to color based on those what we call the areas there. Okay, gray colors there, right? Because I want to speed up basically my kind of way of working. Okay, I'm going to do some flat colors first. Okay, some flat colors there, right? Okay. But a little bit kind of sloppy kind of way of working there, okay, right now. Okay, this part there, right? Okay. What else there? Okay, this part over here. I didn't do any kind of selections there, guys, okay, because I want to rush a little bit there. Okay, rush a little bit there. Okay, this part basically there. Yeah, some colors there. This one there, right? Okay, put it back again. Using basically these solid kind of brushes. Okay, this part a bit over here. A lot of areas there, okay, there has a gray kind of colors there. This part there, okay, almost everything is in grayscale tone. Okay. Okay, color these areas there first. Okay. Then of course this part there, right? Okay. Okay, what else there? Blue colors there, right? Right here. This part a bit there. Alright, the eyes itself. Alright, change a bit the colors over here. I'm using a bit kind of greenish kind of colors there. Add some shadows a bit. Adds a bit kind of highlight a bit there. Okay, a little bit kind of light kind of gray. Okay, from this side. course right here a bit there, right? And right here there. Okay, put it right here there, right? Okay, some tone a little bit from there. Okay. Okay, right here a bit there, right? Okay, right here a bit there. And of course right here there, right? Okay, same goes to this spot there, right? Alright, this spot there, guys, okay? Okay, same goes to this spot there, right? Okay, so far basically I have this kind of what we call the basics kind of colors there. Okay, basics kind of colors there. Basics colors, okay, right here a bit there, right? And right here. Okay, so what we can do from here there, guys, from the base color that I have. So I will basically, okay, let's just say, okay, some of the areas I have to add a bit more tone there, right? A bit. Based on the shadows there. Based on the shadow there, guys. In some of the areas like this, add some tone a bit there, right? Okay, the shadow fall off came from this side over here. See? So I'm going to paint right here, okay? Roughly. Okay, roughly, there's the shadows right here. See? Alright? Some shadows there, right? So what else that we can do from here? I can add a bit, kind of highlight a bit. Using this flat colors there. Highlight a little bit there. See? Without tracing them there, guys. We kind of highlight there. So next thing is right here, some shadows a bit more there, right? Here. Because as long as you actually can make it right here, I'm not actually as in the positions basically we want to basically trace the whole thing. Okay, so that's why, okay, if you say, okay, oh, we don't trace, okay, right now, where basically part basically I actually trace there, right? What I do basically, okay, I try to improvise a little bit on those kind of way of working with it. Okay, by right, if I can submit, I will submit there. Okay, this kind of what we call the coloring method. Okay, we're using the complex kind of way there, right? But I try to minimize the, okay, kind of way to approach them. See? So highlight a bit over here. Okay. Where else there? A bit kind of light over here there, right? Some of it right here, be there, see? Okay, this spot there, right, okay, has some shadows a bit. Okay, we adjust basically some light. So the next thing is right now, okay, I'm going to use lasso tool to add a bit kind of shadows there. What else? Okay, the shadows that I'm going to create, okay, I'm going to disable these areas there first. Oh, sorry there, okay. I will disable this area there first a bit. Okay, right here. Okay, it's a bit kind of, so for some people, a bit kind of advanced. Okay, there's some highlight a bit over here. I'm going to disable this highlight over here a bit. Okay, you can see the effects there, guys. Okay, the effects that actually play around with this kind of styles there. Okay, so what I can do from here, copy and paste. See, copy and paste the shadows areas there. So what I can do, I will use multiply. See, multiply for the shadows. Take a look there, right? The complexity that you saw from those presentation, from those design, I minimize them back using basically a very simple kind of way of working with the shadows and light. Okay? But a bit kind of practice at the same time. It's not real. Okay. So the technique that I show you guys over here, you spend 6 days there to work.